Started? Okay. So students, now we have covered lesson number 8 and the heading it is already written on the whiteboard. And the heading of the chapter is A House is Not a Home. And it is written by Zan Goriso. Okay. So related to this chapter, it is written that this story reflects the challenges of being a teenager. Teenager, you know? Okay. And when the students or when a person reaches at this age which is called teen age, so many challenges it comes in front of you, isn't it? And the problems of growing up, because you people are in growing up stage. So many challenges daily it will come in front of you and you have to overcome on those challenges. Okay? Story starts that my first year of high school felt awkward. Here the narrator is saying that basically my first year of high school you know, class 10 standard, it was very awkward, it was not very nice, okay. After leaving junior high school, at the head of my class, with all the seniority the upper grade level could afford me, okay. After passing the, which class? Junior high. Junior high means class 8, okay. So he is saying that it felt strange starting over as a freshman because I went to other school and there I was as a freshman. Okay, I was alone in that particular school. The school was twice as big as my old school. Now he's comparing his previous school to the present school and he's saying that this school is twice. Okay, the school was twice as big as my old school, and to make matters worse, my closest friend was sent to different high school. And all my friends who were with me in the previous school, now they have been sent to other schools also. So I felt very isolated. What happened? I feel very lonely. I feel alone. Okay? Because all my friends, they were scattered. Some went in other school, some went in other school. And I was in which school? I was alone. Following? I miss my old teachers and so much, and I would go back and visit them. So I used to feel what a pain. That previously my school it was very good because all my teachers they know me very well. Okay, and they would encourage me to get involved in school activities so that I could meet new people. So whenever I go to meet that previous school, they used to encourage me that make yourself busy in different type of activities which take place in the school. Okay, and they told me that in time I would adjust and probably end up loving my new school more than I had my old one. And they told me that the old school which already you have passed, now you have entered a new school, it means you have to develop that type of spirit so that you should love your new school also. And you have to make new friends over there also. Okay, so they made me promise that God, when that happened, it will still come by and visit them from time to time. And they made me promise also that whenever you feel the time that you want to meet us, you can come, the doors are open for you. Okay, so I understood the psychology in what they were saying, but I took some comfort in the nonetheless. Okay, so, but I was having that type of thinking that my previous school it was very good because all my friends were there. So one Sunday afternoon what happened, not long after I started high school, I was sitting at home at our dining room table doing my homework. And one Sunday afternoon what happened, I was sitting at my dining table and I was doing my homework. Okay, and it was a cold and windy day. Okay, and we had a fire going in our fireplace also. And in my house, the fireplace was also there. And in the fireplace, the fire it was there because the time it was windy time period as well as the winter time period. And as usual with me, my red tabby cat was lying on the top of all my papers. Which pet animal? Cat was there. And it was lying on all the papers. Okay, purring loudly and occasionally swelling at my pen for entertainment's sake also. So that cat was looking at my side also just for an entertainment. Yes. So she was never far from me, the cat. where she was sitting, it was not so far from me. He's saying that I had rescued her when she was a kitten. And the narrator is saying that I had rescued that cat when it was a kitten, that at that time it was very small. From there I rescued her, and somehow she knew that I was the only one responsible for giving the good life. And the cat knew it very well, that I am the only one who saved the life of the cat. Okay? So my mother kept stoking the fire to keep the house nice and warm. And my mother was busy so that the house should not be cold, because the windy air was coming inside. Okay? And suddenly what happened? I smelled something strange. And then I noticed a smoke pouring into the seams of the ceiling. Then what happened? At once I just smelled some different type of smell. Okay? And the smell, it was that somewhat smoke it is coming in my house. And when I just look upward, I saw that the smoke, it was engulfed my house. Okay? So the smoke began to fill the room so quickly that we could barely see. And groping our way on the front door, we all ran out in front of the yard. And what I saw, that my house, it was fully engulfed in fire. Okay? And by the time we made our way outside, the whole room was engulfed in flame, and it was spreading quickly. And what I saw, that my house, it was in the fire. And the fire flames, they were just engulfed my house. Okay? And we were running outside of the house. Okay? I ran to the neighbors to call the fire department. What the narrator is saying, where I ran? I ran to the neighbors. For what? So that I can do the phone call, so that who can come? The fire brigade can come. Okay? So, while I watched, my mother ran back into the house. And when I watched my mother, where is my mother? I was observing, I was seeing that my mother was just moving towards my house. And I was very much astonished. My God, my house is already in the fire, and my mother is going in the fire. Maybe she can also burn in that fire. Okay? So, what we see in this volume, this we have seen it. Okay? Second.